Welcome back to probably my favorite and final module. And in this module, we're going to be talking about what is going on and anti-Semitism and what is happening right now and what is it calling the Jewish people forward to do. So if we take a step back and we look at this entire journey that we've gone through, a journey of really understanding the Kabbalistic and biblical source of this idea of the feminine, the times of Mashiach that are coming, how we can actually, how it's being played out in the course of history, how that has given us the chagim, and just soft and embodied and amazing. I think that all in all, there is a much deeper calling. And if we look at the state of what's going on today in Israel and what's happening in every single corner of the world, there is no looking aside anymore. We are in the time of the big alarm is going off. And when something happens on the outside, it is there to wake something up on the inside. And we know, and this is a basic principle in Kabbalah and what we've spoken about throughout the whole course, is that our inner realities reflect our outer realities. So if on a personal level, I have some sort of internal issue with myself, obviously that is going to manifest in my relationships. And the same is true on a national level for Am Yisrael. If we have internal issues, if our role in this world was to come to teach unity, to teach oneness, to teach Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad, that God is one, then surely when we are doing that within ourselves as Am Yisrael, that the whole world will rise up and will point to us and tell us, what are you doing? And every time they call us out, we feel confused. We want to combat anti-Semitism. We want to throw millions of dollars into campaigns and lobbying and different policy making that is going to combat anti-Semitism. And I say, and I sit with different boards of different organizations, I say that money isn't going to get you anywhere, really. That because really the only way for us to combat anti-Semitism and to create a new reality where Jewish hatred isn't Jewish hatred is when we create a change within, when we step into our Jewish identity, and when we play, finally, our role as the Jewish people, a role that we have forgotten because we've been in exile for 3,000 years. So now that we're back in the land, and now that we have a country, and now that we have autonomy in our native indigenous homeland after 3,000 years of exile, and we have an army, and we have a language, and we have a military and an economy, and we've gone through this process of building the body. What Am Yisrael now needs is to build its soul, to build its internal identity. And I think that when we're talking about the feminine, this is exactly what Am Yisrael needs. We've built the masculine part of Israel. Yes, we're still a very young country, but we've built the basic foundations, the basic structures to keep us here. And we have the best technology and we have the best minds. And then this is where women can join and can awaken the hearts of all, is that we need the heart, we need the soul, and we need Am Yisrael, and we need the Jewish people to step into that place of love and into that place of compassion and into that place of unity. In the times of Mashiach, there will be a consciousness of unity and there will be a consciousness of oneness. And that starts within every single one of us. Men may find anti-Semitism with politics and laws and weapons, but women carry the wisdom of the heart and the ability to nurture compassion, to soften division, and to really weave relationships. And this is the unity that we need. And perhaps it's the Jewish woman, the one who lights the Shabbat candles and bakes the bread and creates the vessel of the home and carries the cycles of renewal in her body, who will eventually awaken the heart-centered unity in our people, the one that we are so deeply yearning for, not just us, but the entire world. Because only the wisdom of the heart and the wisdom of the feminine can really heal the fractured root of Jewish hatred. And right now, we are in this final stretch of the 6th millennium. This is the Friday. It's the afternoon in cosmic time, just before Shabbat. And it's when all the unfinished chaos of the week comes to the surface. You know, your house, just before Shabbat comes in, you're like doing the last minute things. It's like a rush. Before Shabbat comes in, and then Shabbat comes and there's silence. And all of history and all of world's chaos and all this Jewish hatred is rising up, but it's not random. It's really a sign that we are in a point of transition. And the nations around us are raging because the Jewish people are really preparing and should be also hurrying up a little bit to really step into their role. And we're experiencing this big contraction before a very big expansion. And really, anti-Semitism is a very big birth pang before Mashiach. So what do we do with all of this? So firstly, yes, we need to stand strong in the world, but we also need to turn inward and we need to heal our individuals on a personal level and also on a collective level. And we really need to come back to who we are as a people and awaken the feminine wisdom of compassion and of unity. And that is what is going to heal us. So anti-Semitism isn't going to end by itself. It will end when Am Yisrael will finally fulfill and embody its role of being a light unto the nations and a vessel of the divine presence of a Kadosh Baruch Hu in this world. And perhaps it is specifically in this time, on the edge of the 7th millennium, that the Jewish woman, with all of our wisdom of our bodies, our wisdom of our hearts, and the wisdom of our souls, that we are the ones that hold the key to this healing. I am so grateful to have been able to share a touch of the feminine rising wisdom with you. And I hope that this course and this masterclass gave you an understanding of the overview of the cosmic feminine rising, of the feminine cycle within each week, within each month, within each year, within the 50 years of Jubilee, and within the final 7th millennium of Mashiach. This school of thought in Judaism is so vast, and there are so many things to learn, from prophetesses to biblical figures to the Kabbalah and Chassidut of different female characters in the Torah. This is really just the tip of the iceberg, and if this speaks to you, I invite you to explore further. And if you would like to learn more, you can find me on all of the platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and all social media under Queen Yarin. I'm so happy that you're here with me, and I'll see you soon.